All right, head on into round 5 of the event here. I believe we've worked out some of our issues. We'll see. We changed some of our settings, and hopefully we won't have things falling out here. We've got both players this round. We've got Bips versus JMOs. We've got White Devotion on Moses' side of the board versus Golos, Nexus, Field on Mr. Bips' side. As is the case with every match here, this event is double elimination, so these players are still alive to win the tournament, as everyone will be throughout the course of the day as we play. Looks like pretty reasonable hands on both stars. Maybe a little bit colors awkward on JMO's part. Or
Yeah.
Bip's part.
Yeah, I think it's fine, though. Otherwise, I mean, they hit a third land over there, really in great shape.
Yeah, they know they're playing against an aggro deck, though, which could influence their mulligan decision here. Like, the fact that both their lands are tapped. Like, in the dark, I might keep this, but I think because you know you're playing against aggro, yeah, I think you need to catch and release.
That's fair.
Yeah, we had a ton of people stick through the technical issues for last round, so I appreciate you.
Boy, speaking to colored issues, holy cow.
Yeah, this is an ambitious 6.
Man.
This is an ambitious 6.
Shadow of the Sky, I guess, is the one that, like, breaks it open, I suppose.
But... Well, that's a good one. We have Breeding Pool off the top for...
Yep, just like we drew it up.
If Mose manages to... If Mose manages to hit their third land tier, which unfortunately they did not, that swing could be all the difference, right?
That is, man, and just hit like Breeding Pool into Island is like the stones for this hand too. Oh man, it's pretty rough.
Yep, and here's the other land for Bips as well. So like Bips is pretty likely to find their second white source here, right?
Yep.
Get a lot of looks at it at the very least.
Yeah, just jam Elvish Rejuvenator and hope for the best.
No white source here, so we triple Nexus.
Nice
triple Nexus. All right, here's the third white source here. So interesting that we see Heliod come down here before Linden. I suppose this is better because you know the opponent has Shatter the Sky with the open deck list.
Yeah.
How many shatters are in the Golos decks? There's three main deck shatters, so I think playing around that's super reasonable on Moses' part.
It's interesting they're going to take the trade on this Alseid here. I guess it's fine.
Okay, Circuitous Route is great. This is, you get to play your land, and then you get to root into double zombie.
Yeah, it's huge.
And you find your extra white source here.
Yep. Huge pickup. Yeah.
This one's gonna snowball out of control for our aggro player pretty quickly here.
Definitely. Yep. Another land. I mean, Ajani's nice, but the zombie's gonna be tough to beat.
This does give you Heliod for now. I don't know, with Linden plus Ajani as a follow-up, maybe they have a real shot here.
How much do they go to here? Like,
well, they don't get to gain life here, notably.
Right, they only go to 25 total.
Yep. So Ajani's still a little bit off of clearing the board. They have half to Shatter, and they get to draw a card from the Shatter. Shatter does have that very real drawback, right?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Now they get to Uro. I mean, man, it's rough beats.
Second field, yikes.
Ugh, and it's more zombies too.
Yep.
Jeez. And I don't think they played a land for the turn yet, is that right?
Yep. Shout out to Mr. Bips there, letting us see how many cards are in their bin extra to remind us.
Yeah. 4 zombies. Yeah, I think this one's going to be tough now.
Okay, I mean, the Vanguards here are good pickups. So we get to go Linden into Vanguard, which turns on Heliod, which means they get to gain a good chunk of life here. So they gain 1 on this, and then they're going to attack and gain 1 more.
Yep.
Without another sweeper, they're threatening to gain enough life to really get out of range here, right? And like get to that 35.
Yeah, that's fair. Uro's going to be kind of annoying to deal with. I mean, based on just it's good to gain. They can gain 6 life here at least.
I think we had a small mistake here on J-Mo's part. I think they were supposed to put both counters on the Leonin Vanguard so they could block 2 zombies as a free roll.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Keeping their health totals high is pretty important with the Ajanis in hand.
Well,
someone's asking about, do we think Fielded Dead will end up back on the suspended list? I don't think so. I think this game's actually a good example of why I think Field is fine. Like, things went pretty well for a Field of the Dead player in this game in terms of, like, the colors that they hit. And the mono white player missed their land drop on 3 and then got swept. And, like, they're still in this game, right? Yep, like, this game is not over. Field of the Dead, one of the things that I like about this format is it feels like there's a lot of different things that are powerful to be doing that are all similar power levels.
Well, that's pretty good too.
I would like to point out the irony of someone in chat with Tron in their name thinking Field of the Dead is not okay.
Yeah, this one's tough. I mean, I think the mono white player is actually in pretty good shape at this point.
Yep, yeah, I agree.
You mentioned that they have this Ajani to be able to clear out the board here. Chop down as well. So is there a way for them to be able to...
Yeah, the chop down is just an absurd draw here. I think you just, like, kill the Kenrith and then, like, play another Leonin and, like, get your triggers when you enter combat.
I think that's probably fair.
And again, I think they really want to prioritize here getting as many things as possible that can block these zombies.
Yep. You gonna keep boosting up Linden? It looks like they're bouncing over. Going to gain another life up to 30.
Yep. Remember, 35 is the kind of magic number for that Ajani in their hand. Looking to hit that 35 for that 0 ability at the bottom.
Yep. I guess another Shatter of the Sky is kind of what the...
Yeah, I agree. Field of the Dead player is definitely looking for Shatter. Needs to take this Linden off the board.
Okay.
It'll be interesting to see how aggressive Bips wants to get here. Ajani's got to be a card that's on their mind. Keeping their health total low is really important. And again, that one counter that they didn't put on the Vanguard earlier, causing them to take another 2 points of damage here that they didn't have to take. So if they would have used Heliod a little bit differently here, they'd be up 4 points of life at this point in the game.
Yeah, definitely.
Something that's worth noting about the Heliod Sun Crown here is that it does not have the ability to give itself lifelink.
Right.
Which is very meaningful here.
Legion's Landing is pretty decent as well.
Legion's Landing is interesting. So do they want to throw away some guys to get that flipped over?
Yeah, I think that's probably fine.
Because they get the life gain triggers too, right? Like they could Legion's Landing, throw away their Vanguards, and then...
Well, the Vanguards might not even... Well, I guess because of the Earl, but... man, it's tough.
I think I like this line. So, because we have 2 Ajanis, they're committing the first one to just, like, get their health total going. Because, like, this Ajani's going to gain them a lot of life, right? Because they have to send zombies at it.
Are they going to make a... I was saying they're going to make a Pridemate.
Yep. Yeah, we make a Frontier.
That thing's already up to 7 power here at this point.
Yeah, it's going to be really huge. And getting a big creature into play for Heliod to lifelink is big game as well.
It's going to be 6 power, I suppose.
We see them just pump the brakes here, which seems reasonable. So they're going to have to throw away 5 zombies to kill Ajani.
Jeez.
Fabled Passage is pretty reasonable, though. That's 4 zombies for Field of the Dead here.
Yep. Yeah, about as good as it's going to get. Again, they're just kind of zerging down these zombies, though, and it's not really going to make any headway against the mono white player. Like, all their things outscale it at this point, so...
Some folks in chat asking what are some of the better tools for beating these field decks. I actually think the white aggro deck that Mose is playing has a pretty reasonable matchup against a lot of them. Things with Jund Dinosaurs is a good one. Marauding Raptor is an excellent sideboard card. Even a main deck card. Fabled Passage upgraded to making 6 zombies here now.
Yeah. These are pretty good. This is a pretty decent exchange for mono white, all things considered, though.
Yeah, especially with the second Ajani in hand, I think these attacks are pretty reasonable for him.
Yeah.
For the mono white player. I assume we'll see them wait to fetch here. No reason to do that preemptively.
Right.
Okay, so can they get to 35 this turn and play Ajani? I don't think so.
No.
They can gain a ton of life, though.
There's 6 zombies. Yeah, they can get it. Yeah, they can get it.
I bet we could see Heliod plus double Vanguard attack here, plus the Pridemate, because the Pridemate's going to get huge. They could put 2 counters on it for every point of life gain.
Yeah, and Giant Killer comes down as well.
Oh, interesting. We're Linden. We're powering up Linden. We're just like splitting the difference and attacking with everything here?
They're letting Linden get big enough so he can kill his Uro, but that's weird to me.
Okay, sure. They're diversifying so they can have multiple things that kill Uro.
Yeah.
That seems reasonable.
This is huge stuff.
Yep. So they'll get 3 triggers here. Yeah, they definitely don't want to attack with Uro. I kind of don't mind this attack. They can put 2 counters on each of the Vanguards, so they'll trade with 3 zombies apiece.
Yeah, I'm into it. Make the Vanguard 6/6s. You get to flip. Actually, it's going to be. Yeah.
So here's the other 3 friends.
Okay. 9 zombies total.
Yeah, and we see them powering up the Vanguards here, so that way they're forced to trade.
Yeah.
Wait, did they not make the other one a 6/6? Are those 2 5/5s? Those are 2 5/5s. Okay, so again, did we misclick? I think we misclicked. Maybe they wanted to get the Pridemate to a 12. Okay, so they prioritized getting the Pridemate to a 12, which also seems fine.
Wow. Well, there's just going to be a clean trade of everything. There's going to be 1 zombie left over.
Really? We didn't... I'm really surprised we didn't lifelink the Ajani's Pridemate there to gain 12. I feel like going to 42 with the Ajani in hand was strong.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I guess... Can chop down?
Whew! That's a card.
Wow.
That is quite the draw there for Mr. Bips.
Oh, I would like to attack with everything. Nothing to see here.
Nothing to see here. Just, yep.
Attacking with everything. Nothing to see here.
Well, so the Uro draws a card either way, right? So like if we eat the 6/6, oh, we're not eating the 6/6. Oh, they're afraid of a trick.
Yeah.
Oh, so there's fear in their dojo, Matthew.
Yeah, it's going to be very good for the soul type player.
And now that they didn't eat the Uro, the field player gets to draw another card.
Yeah, Shadow's going to draw a card for both players.
Yep. So if this Linden would have eaten the 6/6, they would have drawn 1 fewer card. So,
wow.
Things to note.
And shattered. Wow, they're going to have an Uro to play back too on the crackback here.
Whoa, that's a Circuitous Route with 3 fields in play. Okay, so, and again, I feel like the fact that we didn't go to 42 last turn is coming up here too, because like, if they had gone to 42, they could have a Johnny 0 next turn.
Yes, you get to wrap.
And clean all this out, and then like Heliod plus Adanto is a real engine.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, they're like our field player is literally going to 0 here.
Yep.
Which is just a huge deal. So yeah, I feel like this game is like out of reach here now for the mono white player. Yep. And I think if they would have pushed to be able to Ajani ult there, we would have seen something a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you mentioned that 35 is like the breaking point. You really want to maybe not race to get to that life total, but it's something that should be on your mind. And
yep,
especially with all the zombies, I mean, they don't happen at instant speed necessarily, minus the fetch land that's available or something like Growth Spiral. So you can clean them out quickly. And then you mentioned the engine of having Adanto, it's just kind of like a missed opportunity game one.
Interesting to see our mono white player reaching for Field of the Grafdigger's Cage here. It's just like a card to stop Uro, I suppose.
I guess if you can't beat Uro, you need something like that, I suppose.
There is a second Ajani in the sideboard. What is it? Is that Strength of the Pride? Mentor? No, not Mentor Heroes.
No.
I'm blanking on his name. Not Steadfast. No. Oop.
Adversary Tyrants.
Adversary Tyrants. That's the other one.
Wow, they have flame sweeps too. It's gonna be pretty rough sledding.
Yeah, and I interesting here from the Golos play, we see them bringing in their red cap melees, which I kind of like that. I feel like that's something that enough people don't consider often enough. Like this card, while it has a drawback when you're hitting non-red things, it can still do that, right?
Yeah. You see the mono white player also, it's interesting here. They have 2 Thalias in the sideboard. Is that something you think you'd want here?
I actually am a fan of not boarding in Thalia in matchups like this. While she can be very good on turn 2, they kind of quickly outpace the fact where she's useful.
Sure.
That makes sense. You have non-creature spells too, so she's not completely free.
That's fair.
Excellent hands here, kind of from both players. Maybe the Golos player's a little bit on the slow side. But yeah. Overall, I like both hands here.
All right. Yeah. So again, you mentioned it's going to be kind of slow. It's going to be triple 1-drop, or even just can load up a Pridemate here.
So we drew the Pridemate. I think he's still supposed to triple 1-drop. Kind of getting punished in a way for not leading on the Serra Ascendant. Yeah. But I think it's correct to lead on the Vanguard because it's the most damage right away.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit scared post-board because, like, flame sweeps are now in, so, like, this is scary.
Yeah. And I feel like this is, like, the point where, like, do you decide, like, am I beating a sweeper, yes or no? I feel like you just ship it at this point.
I would Heliod, like, 1,000,000%. But... Dang. You know, I mean, this beats flame sweep, though. The Pridemate now.
Yep.
Throwing out range.
And then there's Heliod next turn, and Heliod's a way that they can add pressure to the table while still not adding more into a Shadow the Sky, which is nice for them.
Yeah, mono white players in great shape here so far. Kind of in a weird spot. Like field's good, but they need a red source still. Yeah, this is great. Just get to chuck everything down if you feel like it.
Yes, we changed from using Discord in the web browser to using 2 desktop Discord clients. And it seems to have made the difference in streaming.
Yeah. All right, well. Wrath or bust at this point, right?
Yep, and I like this from the mono white player. Like, as aggro decks are off the position, you're like, all right, I just have to make you have it. So, like, if you have the sweeper, I'm dead. If you don't, we're gonna have a good time. The question is, like, does Golos with Field buy them enough time to, like, try and find that sweeper? Super awkward here that they have their second basic plane, so, like, Field of the Dead is pretty far away from turning on.
Yeah. Three, 4, only 4 pips. It'd be the 5th.
Yeah, this is only our 5th differently named land, so that does me. And actually, is that a Guildgate, a Selesnya Guildgate in play?
And in play as well, yes.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, Plaza of Harmony gains 3 here. Okay, so, and again, the fact that they've, like, drawn their 2-ofs just being super awkward here for a Golos player.
And that's enough to turn on Heliod, right?
It's interesting to me, after how much they've played around Shadow the Sky this game, that they decided to commit Serra to the board as opposed to Vanguard.
Yeah.
It's enough either way. So.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
See our mono white player just very quickly ready back up here.
All right.
Small amount of arena lag there. Mr. Bips pops up in chat after their match. We should remind them to restart their release ready client.
It's weird. They still have those flame sweeps in their sideboard.
Huh. That is interesting. I wonder if they're going to reassess that. Like, Flame Sweep would have been, like, really good that game, right? And I understand there's some hesitation because, like, the Pridemate can get out of Flame Sweep range.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, Platinum Angel's just like a card that's kind of nonsense.
Yes, I agree. I think in a matchup with how aggressive they are, it just doesn't really make sense here.
Yeah.
Flame Sweep is even better on the play, too, because, like, on the draw, you're not always going to hit their triple one-drop start, but on the play, you could.
Right.
And Bips is going to leave it out here, so we'll see how this goes. It's also interesting that they're playing the Gates variation here, but they don't have... Oh, I should leave this up.
Gates Blaze. No
They don't have Gates Blaze. They're playing Flame Sweep instead.
Just hands misery. Man.
just Field of the Dead things.
Gosh.
I suppose they don't have a ton of gates, so that's fair. We see a bunch of buddy lands here in temples.
Yeah.
They're probably playing just enough gates for Circuitous Route.
Yeah. This is fine. It's not exciting, but man, that's...
How do we feel about the mono white hand? Is this keepable? I mean, is this like...
Mono white hand's great.
Okay. I mean, if it finds a third one drop, it's definitely great.
Yeah. Even being able to, like, on the draw to be able to have Unbreakable Formation, like, is pretty good in my opinion.
We'll see. Easy bottom on red cap melee here, I think, without the red source. I guess we could see Kenrith go back. I don't hate that either. Because, like, the Circuitous Route finds you land for red cap.
Close.
Imagine if this red cap is a flame sweep here, though.
I mean, exactly, right?
Correct. Yep. If this red cap's a flame sweep, you're like, all right, in.
All right.
One interesting thing we have here is you'll notice we've got these white Psycho lands in Steppe in the mono white players hand. How do you feel about those in the aggressive decks?
Yeah, not really a fan. I mean, we mentioned, like, I think you want to be more aggressive as possible. Like, you don't need more cards, I don't think. Your cards get you a lot of value. You know, how many are in here? I didn't even look. Is there one?
Yeah, that's a good question. How many are in the list?
Let's see. There's two.
Looks like two. I think that's a little greedy. I feel like the castles and your Legion's landing give you enough things to do with your land that you don't also need the cycle lands.
That's where I'm at. Man, if this was
if we had a flame sweep, if this Kenrith was a flame sweep, we'd just be like, goodbye, friends.
I suppose they can root this turn and they're in decent shape, but I don't know. Yeah, they're probably in fine shape.
You'll see Kenrith. Notably, we saw Mr. Bips elect to shock that turn, and that's good because now the Fabled Passage gets a chance to make two zombies.
Right. Crack for 3 here.
Yep. Yeah, mono. Yeah. We see mono white in kind of that position we saw them in against vampires earlier in one of the earlier matches today, where like they have all these enablers, but they don't have any payoff for them at the moment.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks eerily similar, where they need something with flying, or they need, a way to punch through, and they just don't have it.
We might be about to eat crow about this step though. This step's gonna cycle really elegantly on their curve.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if it digs them into a payoff.
Yeah.
That, I would like the record to reflect they would have found the payoff this turn even without the step.
Yep.
The Ajani downtick here is excellent, right?
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah. And you can just hang out for a little bit. Daxos is...
Yep. And I mean, the Ajani here gains 2 when it makes the thing, and then the Vanguards are going to gain 2, which puts them up to 32. And they're going to gain at least 2 more next turn off the Vanguard. So the Ajani's very close to getting to 0 here.
Yeah. And like Daxos being a 2/7 is pretty tough. Man, that was a nice turn.
Yep.
Up to 32. Yeah, I suppose if they hit a creature, they get to.
They have the castle in play, right? So the castle's going to give them a guaranteed creature, so they can guaranteed zero this Ajani next turn.
Exactly. I was gonna say they don't even need a creature at this point.
Yeah, it's worth noting too that like had they had a flame sweep, had the Bips had a flame sweep this game, it'd be in probably a different ballpark, right?
Yeah. I don't really know what this Golos is going to do.
And it's going to get exiled by the Ajani, right? Like this game is over. Are they dead next turn? I think they're dead next turn.
Yeah, they're 15. That's 8.
15. 10. Yeah, we have 10. Yeah, they're actually just dead on board.
Yeah.
Again, just like impressive stuff from the mono white deck. I think the aggressive decks in this format have a lot of great tools for keeping up with Field of the Dead. Was a very good addition back into the format.
Yeah. Yeah, as long as they remember that Johnny has
okay, so you're dead on... Oh, okay. Okay, so I missed this. They're not dead on board. They have Kenrith. Kenrith gave these things haste. I just like... We are just... man.
Okay, that's a good line. Haste and trample. Forgot about that.
We're a big stupid. And then you get Grazer back as a jump blocker. So, all right, we got a game of Magic.
Yeah.
Man, Bips is going to walk back and watch this coverage and be like, man, that Hogland. Kenny's really good in the Golos deck.
Yeah, it's nice.
Do we have to attack with the Grazer here? We don't, right? We have 6. Oh, we do, because we only have 6 zombies, and they have 5 blockers.
Yeah, you have to get across. You just gotta let it. You can eat.
And I don't think killing the Ajani gets them out of the woodwork, right? Like we're still just still playing a game instead of just set on board.
Right, still playing a game. I mean, they're gonna have to block this. The Ajani's Pridemate also.
Yep, the Ajani's Pridemate threatens lethal this turn. Legion's Landing doesn't look like it's a huge upgrade to Castle, but the fact that the tokens have lifelink is not negligible. We might just see an Unbreakable Formation shove here, right?
No way. You gotta wait around the Wrath.
You think so? I guess, Paul, do you force Golos to chump block?
That is fair. You could, yeah.
Well, they have to chump block regardless, actually, right?
They have to chump at least the Pridemate, yes.
So they take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So the Unbreakable Formation pushes them to 5. But I don't think that's worth it. I think you're right that they're supposed to play around a sweeper with it.
Yeah, you're free just to attack with just the Pridemate, and like that's enough to force a chump block. You don't have to commit anything else.
Yep.
No reason to try and chip them down at all, I don't think.
Yep. The upside is you get to flip the Legion's Landing sooner, but that's a pretty marginal upside, right? Oh, this is gonna draw Shatter. This is gonna draw Shatter. Are you ready, Maddie? Are you ready for Teferi, the Time Raveler? Oh, it gets to bounce the 16/16 token. Oh.
Do you have to respond here in formation though?
No, I don't think so, because you're losing your token regardless, right? Oh, the redraws. I love a good sweat, Matthew.
This is good.
I love a sweat.
All right.
Bips has played this really well.
Yeah, it's been a good game.
Oh, they can activate Kenrith on Golos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's delicious.
That's good. This is a really good game.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, I thought Mono 8 was like shoe in.
Yeah, I mean we thought they were dead on board, right? And like Kenrith just like was dragging them, kicking and screaming across this finish line.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, and so I really, again, Bips has just played superb. We get to pushing here, being very conscious of that. Okay, they could peel an Ajani and clear my board.
Exactly. Yep. Man.
Yeah, I feel like I would have lost this game if I was Bips.
I would 1000% would have lost.
I don't think I would have dragged this one across the finish line, and it feels like that's the direction they're heading in.
Yeah, we're mortals. Bips is clearly not.
And I like, so our mono white player here identifying that one of their outs is the Ajani here, and I think they can block to stay above 35 or 35 or higher.
Yeah, they take 14 here, it looks like, on the face, but they gain 1 also from the vampire.
They are going to lose Daxos in this. Something else that they got to calculate into their calculations here is Daxos gains them life when their things die too.
Yeah, they're going to lose Daxos if they put these vanguards in front of things, which might not be worth it.
You know, I wonder, you know, we were talking about lines here. I wonder if it was right for them to attack with Golos here too. Just to like, get in those couple extra points of damage.
Yeah, Daxos is going to die to this too. I wonder if they equated for that when they were blocking.
That Grafdigger's Cage that we talked about earlier, looking kind of awkward. I guess it technically shuts off Kenrith too. I feel like this is probably the end of the road for Mono White though.
Yeah. Wow, what a game.
Yeah.
And they're just going to pack it up at 37. Jeez. Who needs flame sweeps?
Yeah, right. Like we were talking about flame sweep. Who needs flame sweep? I wasn't sure about the flame sweep, but after watching Bips play this game, I feel like I'm confident that they know better than I do.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I feel like I can say with certainty what they did was correct because they just clearly know what's going on better than what I do in this matchup.
That's funny. It's playing new. That's so stupid. So stupid. They have a red source available? No.
Is there a basic mountain in this deck?
I would say I don't know if they have a mountain. I'm looking right now.
There's not a basic mountain. We've got 2 plains, island, forest here for our basics.
I was
Pack it in. That was, yeah. I feel like we saw some of the strength of both of those decks, right? Like we saw the mono white deck get into a decent position, but then the Golos deck just stabilized really hard. Kenrith being super instrumental.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, Kenrith definitely paid off there, and can't believe Unbreakable Formation didn't do anything. Had no text.
Yeah. So one of the things that I've played a bit of the mono white deck, and one of the things that I've always thought in that deck is when I play Unbreakable Formation, I actually don't bring it in against the sweeper decks a lot of the time. Because it's often hard to hold it up, not only because of Teferi Time Raveler, but also because when they sweep you in the early turns, you can't hold up 3 mana, right? So, in my experience, that card comes in for, like, the creature mirrors, where you're looking to, like, punch through a stalled board.
That makes sense.
Maybe because they're playing field, that applies there as well, but I don't know. Their board, like, the field zombies tend to be kind of small.
Yeah. That makes total sense.
All right. At any rate, it actually looks like that was our second to last match in the round. So one of the upsides to this being double eliminations, even though we started with 180 players, we're whittling them down round by round, and we'll be working our way down to the end here. So I think we'll be back with some more more magic here very soon. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Shout out to everybody that stuck through our technical issues in round 4. That round went smoothly, so fingers crossed we've solved that by switching to the desktop Discord client. Yeah, I'm gonna hit a quick ad roll so I can meet my quota for that for the day. We'll be back with more matches here soon. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Sweet. All right.